lovely tarot. So good to see you guys here today. Today's reading is going to be for the 4 elements. You know what? No. I kind of want to do that one tomorrow. I kind of just want to do like a... I don't know. What kind of reading do I want to do? What kind of reading do I want to do? I don't know. I was going to do the 4 elements sign, but I feel like I just want to do one reading, like a collective spread or something. I don't know why. I don't know. Hey, welcome. Hey, Sabrina. Yeah, perfect. I feel like I do want to do a collective. Somebody's telling me like to do a collective reading, but I swore I was going to do the 4 element sign. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, shit. Sai, hey, Sai, it's good to see you. Too much work. Yeah, too much work. Too much work. The what? The collective reading? Yeah, probably. I think so. All right, let's do it. I love you, Sai. Good to see you. It's been a minute, girl. All right, let's do it. We're gonna do it for 12 sign, not 12 sign forecast. No, should I do individual signs? I don't know. I put it on the title, but now it's like, I don't know. All right, let's stick to the element sign. I don't know what I want to do today. It's like I just got on here and then it's like boom, like I'm just free to play right now, even though I'm exhausted, but I still want to play, you know. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sai. Love you. What sign is this for? You know what it was? I forgot my die again. The die tells you like, the die, when I roll the die, it gives me numbers and then like, yeah, I do the elements that way. But you know what? Let's, I feel like I want to do fire. Let's do fire. Okay, let's get started. 2:47. How's everybody doing today? Are you guys feeling the beautiful weather all over the world? I feel like the weather's so unpredictable everywhere, not just here. A lot of places. It's very unpredictable. Kind of like the times, very uncertain times, but in a surprising way. Maybe not anticipated, but in a good way, right? Okay, fire. I feel like you're being crowned. You're being given something like, I don't want to say responsibility. It's more of like, whatever this is, it does carry responsibility because of the heaviness of it's like an acknowledgement, right? Like, it's like the universe gives you an acknowledgement of who you are and what you are a representation of in the world. Not only in career, but like the way you work with people, the way you're socializing with people. It's like there's an upgrade in your connections when it comes to the communities you're in, the friends that you have, and the work environment, right? So if you need to work as a team, it's like you were given that was confirmation. You were given that responsibility because the universe knew you were ready for it. And I feel like that's what it is. It's like heavy is the head that wears the crown, because the responsibility that is put upon you, because the universe entrusts you that you're the right person to handle these responsibilities. But it's not just that. It's like the universe knew you were ready to serve your community in a big way. And I feel like you guys are by you taking on this responsibility, you're acknowledging how much your social skills have enhanced. Your sales skills have enhanced. The way you work as a team has gotten better. The way you communicate is more effective. This has to do with just you as a person and how much you've elevated and grown this year alone. Yeah. I'm at tarot readers. LOL. You're cursing tarot readers because it's a scam? Okay, well, if it's a scam, it's a scam. What do you want me to tell you? You're gonna get scammed by tarot readers if that's what you believe. That's what's gonna happen. Like, what do you want me to tell you? All right. You are Willow. Okay, that's awesome. I don't know what that means. All right, so you have the Queen of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. This is what I'm saying. Like, look at how much you've grown. Like, people respect you. People look up to you. They see you as a leader. They admire you. And I feel like you didn't see that, but it's like people entrust you in the way you show up, in the way you give service, right? In the way that you get things done. You're a problem solver. And I feel like that's the point. The universe was always waiting for you to see that. But it's giving you the opportunity as you take on these opportunities. Again, week by week, you're learning, you're growing. And I feel like you're seeing yourself evolve. It's evolution. And not just, and this is what I'm saying, it's in the physical, right? But a lot of it is stemming from the emotional, because in the year of the snake, we spent a lot of time releasing what didn't belong with us, our insecurities, our fears, our shames, our grief. We were shedding all of that and getting prepared for this version of us that's here. We talk about the year of the horse, right? Everybody's so excited about it. It's because it's action. It's you seeing yourself elevate in action and bringing people with you to that standard you've always had. Not only for yourself, but for, again, for the community you're in, or for the work that you do, right? There's purpose, and that's why there's a lot of fulfillment. Your relationships are enhanced. The way people see you compared to last year is so different. People are going to look up to, come to you, tell you they look up to you, or that they admire your guidance, or they're all going to tell you you changed. You're going to think it's a miracle, and it is, because from where you were last year, there's it's growth, real growth in the physical. I see some of you guys are a little sad though, because you spent a lot of time sad, leaving parts of self that you had to part ways with. But at the same time, it's leaving room for, like, again, who you're becoming now. And you're really interested or invested in this version of yourself. I feel like this is somebody in your future. You guys are getting prepared for meeting certain people that are going to change your lives. You guys are going to deal with people that, again, new people, new energy that you were not anticipating to meet. But again, it's because the skills that you're learning now are getting you prepared for the next stage. So you think this is the next stage now? No, this is only like the preparation. It's like the stepping stone before halfway through the year, you're really going to go somewhere. You're going to be in a new environment with different people, and it's going to be it's like night and day. Night and day. And it's going to require us to let go of certain lifestyles, certain perspectives in the physical that you knew you were ready to leave, but it's like you needed a push from the universe to get you to want to fully leave those environments that are like that you're in now, but you kind of don't relate to anymore. It's too small-minded is what I'm getting for some of you guys. So it'll be more difficult in the next stage. No. Hi, Paul. It's good to see you. No. Yeah, well, I don't want to say difficult. I like that you asked that question at gym. I don't want to say difficult. No, the next stage is actually like challenging. It's character builder, right? Everything in life is a lesson in a way. It's free will. It's a lesson. You get to decide if you want to learn this lesson or not. And I feel like you guys are facing a lot of challenges that in the past would have like taken you down. In the past, all the fears would come up with these certain challenges and you would run. Versus now, it's like you take them head on because you want to grow. You want to get through to the other side. It's also going to be fun. Some of you guys are ready to be challenged in ways you have not been challenged in a very long time. And it's because I feel like some of us, again, we're not focused on the future. We were focused on what we needed to let go of and healing from that. Versus now we have something to look forward to. There's a sense of like wanting more. There's a sense of wanting to be challenged and fulfilled to the next level. You're asking for this. By what you're letting go, the fears we release, it's like, okay, now there's space to bring certain things in that is going to elevate us to be better. And it's also going to show up in the physical. You're preparing for this now, is what I'm getting. Am I making sense? Of course. Thank you for asking the question. Sometimes people don't ask and then they, you know what I'm saying? They don't know. But I'm glad you asked so that I can clarify that for you better. Thank you. Okay, 4 swords. Yeah, look, this is what I'm saying. It's like you're discovering things about yourself you didn't even know. There's certain talents and gifts that you possess that you are displaying, but not that you're trying to show off. It's just how you're showing up and you're seeing that within yourself, which you never used to before. Because it's like, that's what I'm saying, night and day, right? Because in the darkness, again, it's like if you're in the same environments, sometimes people don't appreciate you. When you're in the same place, it's like you're in your comfort zone, right? But in new environments, you're pushing the limit, right? You're pushing past your own boundaries, your own limits, and then you get to see versions of self that you've always had, but they were never put to use. And again, it's being mirrored back to you by people that you deal with. Maybe they show you that they rely on you, that they trust you to get certain things done or to problem solve certain things. And then it's like they see, it's like you can display these talents in action. Then there's like no one can negate that because everyone sees it, including yourself. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. Yeah, bro. And the Queen of Pentacles. These are 3 queens. This is beautiful energy. This is a feminine energy. But it's deeper than that. It's like balance. There's a nice balance to this energy. I'm also getting, this is giving me Queen of Pentacles again. Look at this energy. This is you. This is you. I know it's coming out as justice, but what I'm actually getting is it's like you can take your rightful place, or people always knew you were this. You were this person. Five of Wands again and the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. This is beautiful, guys. Remember the year of the horse, right? It's fire energy. This is the year that you get to play. You're having fun. Socializing, working in group settings. And it's fun because you get to fall in love with this version of yourself. And your inner child with the wand, right? It's the inner child. It gets to play. It gets to be seen. It gets to, come out and play, and it gets to meet people, and it gets to socialize. It's like there's a version of you that never got to exist. It's that inner child version of you that didn't get to exist because of where you came from, or you could have had a difficult childhood. And it's like now you get to relive you get to incorporate the inner child into your everyday life. And that's a big deal for some of you guys. That's justice for your inner child. Some of you guys are a little scared, or you think that Some version of you could be annoying. So it's like these, you could have came from a family that could have like put these thoughts in your head that you were an inconvenience, you were annoying, you were like not worthy to invest in or to listen to. It almost seems like nobody, you didn't have as much support as you could have as a child. So it's like now you get to show up and you're supporting your inner child, and you get to meet people who get to see your inner child be. And they get to support you, and they get to compliment you, and they get to love you. But that's only because you're allowing this version of yourself to be out there. You have enough courage within you to put that inner child out. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jim. 999. Yeah, you get to bring that inner child out, and guess what happens? It's like it's like that was a fear for some of you guys, bringing that inner child out and letting other people see you for who you are. That was a fear because of where you came from made you think, right? They made you think you shouldn't do that. And you always thought you were an inconvenience, and now you put yourself out there and like you're well received. People love you for who you are. You never had to compromise, really. You really didn't have to compromise. And I feel like some of you guys are growing those limited belief systems, which is why I told you, like, this is the year where you go from being in the dark and being closed off and being guarded to exposing yourself. You're exposing everything within you that you feel you never got to expose. You never got to be. You get to do it now. There's some sense of freedom to that. With the Five of Wands and the Eight of Cups, yeah, you get to come out and be seen. You get to come out and play, which is what you've needed more than anything. And I don't think you really understood that until now. This is why the universe was letting you heal and grow and it making you stay stuck where you were at for a minute so that you can get to a place where you're comfortable enough to get yourself out there. Put yourself out there. And this is growth. Yeah. And then look, somebody here is making a lot of money. And they're enjoying their social groups, or they're enjoying their coworker, their time with their coworkers, or whatever you're focused on. You're very happy. You are very happy. All right, let's see what else before we wrap up, because it's the same cards. Nine of Pentacles is self-made. Ha ha ha, self-made motherfuckers. That's you. Man, you have no idea how much people respect you. I feel like somebody here is actually more trustworthy than... It's like, I feel like somebody here lives with integrity and they didn't realize they lived with that much integrity. And they're going to realize this today, or they're going to find out. Somebody's going to find out they're living through integrity or something like that. And that they never knew that. That people, that you're a very trustworthy, honest person, I'm getting. But see, this is what I'm saying. It's like people are telling you this and you never even knew these things about yourself because of where you came from. It was a reality that you had in your head that you are not this, you are not this, you are not enough. But it is a lie, because everything in your exterior world is telling you the opposite. So now you have to believe it. And I think the only reason it's being mirrored back to you is because you do. Otherwise, I feel like people have been telling you this your whole life, but you just, I don't know, maybe weren't ready to believe it. Maybe you didn't feel ready for that responsibility. That accountability of, yeah, you're that amazing. Yeah, you're that loving. Yeah, you're that good enough to take on the fucking world. You guys are facing, again, facing fears that in the past would have taken you back. And now you're facing these fears, and now you're looking like, why didn't I take these career opportunities sooner? Why didn't I put myself out there sooner? Like, this isn't a fear at all, right? It's like, but last year you wouldn't have thought that way. King of Cups, yeah. Yeah. King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Look, we had the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups earlier. And now we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. It's perfect. I feel like both of your masculine and feminine energy is matched, because again, we could have been focused on the masculine, the feminine. That last season was all feminine, right? We're focusing on self-worth, beliefs, breaking down barriers, right? And now, sorry, breaking down belief systems in our inner world. And then now in the physical, our masculine, because this is the year of taking action, the masculine, now we can take action, or we have been taking action, and now our beliefs are matching our physical reality. So now we can work together to create the world that you've always wanted. And that's what gets you to the 10 of Pentacles. Because you were at the 9, right? We just read you were at the 9 of Pentacles. This is what gets you to the 10. This is true abundance. This is true knowledge of all the talents and abilities and skills that you've always had and that you've actually picked up along the way to help you have a very fruitful and abundant life filled with a lot of money. You are going to be very well off. That doesn't mean, you're just going to be comfortable, financially comfortable. 10 of Pentacles is also like where you came from to what you've become. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, and it's amazing, because it's like some part of you thought you wouldn't grow or learn certain lessons. And look, 2026 is here, and you've learned half of the things that you didn't think you would be able to overcome. You did. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why you're at the 10. You see the proof. The proof is here. And you're a living proof of it. That people do change. People do grow. And they can become happy. Some people go through life with no real life. That's true. And that's why we learn to love ourselves. We learn to grieve that nobody ever loved us. We learn to grieve that, and when we do, that's how we console ourselves, and that's self-love. Then we start to love ourselves, and then it starts getting mirrored by the people we start attracting. You attract what you believe you are. So if you believe you're worthy of love, you only believe these things because you can say that I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of love, I'm worthy of love. You could say it every day, but if you don't grieve what you've been through, you're not going to connect. Then you won't believe it, truly believe it. Do you see what I'm saying? Once you grieve and then you start telling yourself these affirmations, your world changes. Then you start attracting what you truly start to believe, because at that point you already healed. You don't need to fight these demons, inner demons of I'm not enough or nobody loves me. You don't fight those demons anymore because you healed from it. Then you automatically changed. You ascended. You raised your consciousness to love. Now I everywhere I go, I attract love. Because I used to believe the same thing, and look at me now. I'm worthy of all the love in the fucking world. Yes, I am. Even though some days I'm scared that I'm not, and the doubt creeps up, I'm still working through that. Okay. All right, that was for my fires. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to go for, let's see, who do we want to do? Who do we want to read for? Let's read for... Let's do water. Beautiful. Of course, this would be a water sign reading. I love water signs. They just get the best vibes, the best energy. And if you're not a water sign, but you feel like this is for you, it's for you. You know, you would know. You would get goosebumps, or like you would just have this feeling, this connection with the divine when this reading is happening. And if you don't, that's okay. Sometimes it's just nice to hear good stories happening to people, because then it makes us want to raise our consciousness. It makes us want to heal so that we can become a part of the collective that's healing and vibrating to higher dimensions. 2450 for water. Okay. The Lovers. love. Somebody's preparing themselves for real love. I mean, love that you experience with God. You know, that unconditional love that when you sit down in prayer or meditation and you really allow God to integrate within you, and then it causes this healing, and then you feel so much better, like your heart's at peace. It's that type of love. I feel like somebody is opening themselves up and becoming ready to receive a level of love that they have never felt in this lifetime. Maybe not even in other lifetimes. And you're about to ascend to this level of love, unconditional love, and you're just like, whoa. You don't even understand. This whole time you were weaving patterns. You see, I told you about levels of consciousness, right? You're weaving patterns of like of making that happen, right? Because some of you guys were like, oh, I want a partner. Oh, I want, soul family. Oh, I want to, believe that I'm worthy of love, right? It's stuff like that. And it's like this whole time the universe was preparing you for that. But it was so painful. It was so painful to get ourselves to that point. But it's like the more we were able to release last year sets us up for this. The patterns that we're weaving, you're actually integrating with somebody else out there. It's like connections. These are 5D connections. Emotional connections. For some of you guys, it's real partnerships, real soul family, real love, and for some of you guys, it's expanding on that, because you guys, some of you guys have been presented with people. And some of you guys were not able to love them in ways that were unconditional because there were certain shadow aspects that we were not able to accept within ourselves. Therefore, we were not willing to love others unconditionally. How could we love somebody unconditionally when we don't accept our own limitations, our own failures, or our own setbacks or darkness? You do. This season, this year, you do. You learn to love yourself as you are whole. That's why you ascend to higher levels of consciousness, because it's really you seeing yourself as you are and thinking you're perfect just the way you are. Then all of a sudden, other people's shadows don't scare you. What do you think the universe was trying to get you to become? And I feel like in the past, you weren't open to communicating and loving or receiving that type of love. And we're still working through it. But we weren't ready. We would run away. Or self-sabotage. But now, we're becoming more ready as the day goes by for this type of love, this type of acceptance, this type of it's like it's know thyself, right? That's what gets us to higher levels of consciousness. That's what gets us to, everyone you meet is in a way soul family. They are a vibrational match to who you are, good and bad. They might just be different, right? And I feel like some of you guys are learning that lesson. That's why you're appreciating everything you have in the moment. That's why the universe says, sit in the present moment, because we're learning so much about who we are. These are people are mirrors to who we are, the good and the bad. But because we've worked on self-acceptance, healing, shadow work, inner child work, we're able to see that. Now you see, you have the tools now to create the world that you want with the people that life gave to you. It is a blessing. Half of the people that were brought into your life, even though things didn't end in good terms, they were blessings because you had great experiences with these people. You had terrible experiences with them too, but those were the best lessons you've ever learned, and you best believe that. These are the best lessons you've ever learned, and if you really did wrap a cycle with someone, you would know that. Your heart would say, yeah, that's true. Think about the people that you call the karmics, right? Or like the people that you could have divorced, or that the greatest loves of your life, they were also the worst, right? And you'll never forget them. You'll never forget them. Let's see what else. That was just 2 cards. I don't know where I went. I went on a tangent here. But I love what I do. Yeah, this is you seeing that. You're part of the collective, or you're part of the whole. This is also Venus. It's minor Venus, right? In a way, because of the Empress. It's like a mini Empress to me, because of Venus, the feminine energy. I'm getting there's lots of love in your own world. This is the year where you're going to, like, as you heal yourself, you're healing others. You are the representation of love and abundance and knowledge with the Magician, and self-worth. And it's you communicating that to people. Because Magician is it's Mercury, it's air, right? With a little bit of earth, right? So it's like it's communicating that into the physical. And the King of Swords is then also delegating that. See, you were always meant to communicate. Love was always our thing. Love was always something that we aspire to feel and then give out. It's within us. Everybody has this to some degree, some more than others. But I feel like with the King of Swords, it's like you were always meant to be the person that's like delegates this. The way you communicate, yes, it's rational, but it stems from love. Whether that's communicating truths, whether that's communicating information, it's coming out of love, right? And you were the one taking that responsibility. Or it was in this lifetime that you choose that this is how you like find fulfillment in life, by communicating truth, but in a loving way. You were always meant to. In the work that you do, in the way you show up, in the way you heal people as you speak, as you walk. But with the King of Swords, it's like it's like a duty, a sense of duty for you to do this. It's like you always knew. I feel like this is giving me Aquarian energy, or Libran energy is also Venus, right? But it's giving me Aquarian energy for some reason. I don't know why. Even though it's a King of Swords, it's not the Queen of Swords, but I don't know. With the 2 of Cups, yeah. When you show up, you offer a cup of love to people. It could be a little scary. Because here's what I'm saying. Sometimes people think love is like being kind, right? But being honest and forthright, living with integrity, those things also count as love. Because you're doing it for the betterment of the community, even though the community might not see it that way at first. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, in a way, when you communicate love through them, you're also challenging them to face themselves in ways that they've been too afraid to. Do you see how communication through love is needed in the community, in the world? Yeah. I'm going to end that there. That was beautiful. All right. Anything else? The 10 of Cups fell, but I don't know if I should take it. With the Magician, I don't know. I might not take it. I'm not taking the 10 of Cups, but yeah, you're going to find a lot of fulfillment in doing so. It's like you could have had that burden. You know how like a lot of people have that burden that if you speak the truth, it's harder for people to like be around you. Like you could have always felt like it was difficult for people to be around you because you told the truth in a way that like you never compromised your ideals or you didn't try to. Like, it almost seems like your honesty bears such a weight that it would make a lot of people uncomfortable. And you always felt that in the back of your mind, or felt like that was a heavy burden to carry. Yes, That's why it's the King of Swords. It is a heavy burden to carry, but the responsibility aspect of it is, it's who else but you to do that? Why do you think you were that person that was always that truthful? You guys used to see it as an inconvenience, and it could be to some degree, right? But as the more comfortable you become with yourself, the more that you're able to relay this truth to people and understand that who else but you was the the best person to do that. That's why God made you the way you are. You were always supposed to tell people the truth, even if it was even if it meant losing the friendship, even if it meant, ruffling feathers. It didn't matter, because you love someone enough to tell them the truth because you want better for them, and that's you challenging them to see themselves in a better light, or challenging them to do better. And I feel like you're at a point in your life where you've become comfortable with it, and people see that and they admire that about you. They wish they could be like that, when your whole life you thought it was a burden. It's only a burden if you don't accept that part of yourself. But now that you are, or have been, you realize you were always meant to do this. Hi, welcome. Let's see what else. Someone's like a truth weigher, or the truth teller, the truth waver. I don't know. The show weigher. One of those. I feel like that word keeps coming up. Yeah, look at that. The Emperor and the Empress. Yeah. So the Empress is feeling like, again, you love yourself enough to accept yourself as you are. You love yourself enough to face certain truths that you couldn't before. And you love yourself for being able to do that to others, or for others. Because it is for the betterment of the community as a whole. Whether they like you for it or not. Whether they hate you, whether they bash you, whether they talk shit about you, it doesn't matter. You spoke the truth. You spoke the truth. With the Emperor here, though, now it's you speaking it into existence, and you knowing that this is who you are. And that's one of the best qualities you've ever had. Not everybody has the guts to do that. To show up and be honest, because some people, when you start being honest to that at the expense of self, is it? No, at the expense of no. When you start being that honest, you're not looking for anything in return, right? Because there's always a chance you're gonna lose, right? You're gonna lose something. Am I making sense? How do I explain this better? I feel like I didn't explain that correctly. When you tell the truth, there's always a chance. I feel like I said it right. I don't know. When you speak the truth, it's easier to lie, because you can get away with certain things, or there's certain things that you get from people by lying or people pleasing. There's certain needs that are met by others, versus when you tell the truth, it's like you're not looking for that in others, because you supply it for yourself. Therefore, you don't have to be fake, or you don't have to lie or people please at the expense of self. That's what I was trying to say. Now, again, we all have to wear a mask, okay? I'm not saying go out there and fucking be brutal. I'm just saying it's gotten to a point where you're comfortable with who you are. And you understand how important the truth is, or what a great quality it is to speak the truth. Whereas in the past, that shit was looked down upon, right? But the world is changing. People would prefer the truth. People prefer to heal. People would prefer to take accountability, because it knows it's for the collective. They're not thinking just for themselves. They're thinking collectively, right? That's the whole point of the sun coming out. All right, that was for my water signs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Makes sense. Okay, good. Sorry, I was like trying to explain it, but it didn't come out right, so I had to re-explain it. Anyways, love. love into the truth, love in self, makes you a better lover towards others. And it makes you a better friend, a better partner, a better everything. It even makes you more understanding, which I think is great for the collective, for, you know, for the whole universe, the universe, the universal group. No, dang, I dropped all my cards. Fuck it. Oh well. Let's move on to air. Should we do air? Should we do earth? I'm thinking earth. I'm gonna leave air for last. I don't know why. Yeah, let's do some earth. I got the Hierophant. Let's do earth. That's Taurus energy. I was like, show me a card of which element. And it showed me the Hierophant with the Chariot, but we already did water. All right. Am I making sense, guys? That's such a deep perspective. Thank you, Sabrina. And thank you, Goddess. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sticking around and just vibing with me. $4103. Y'all don't mind if I like, you know, just, I don't want to do it in front of the YouTube because of, you know, the kids or whatever, but yeah, I smoke my posh. It's nicotine. But smoking is bad, so I should quit. I am gonna quit very soon. But I've learned to accept that. This is what I do. So, all right. Yeah. Earth. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all. That helps the channel. All right, Earth. You reap what you sow. This is a year that you reap what you sow. I'm getting, you know, Earth signs, they're one of the hardest working signs I've ever met. They put their back into it. Anything they set out to do, they execute. They are relentless in their pursuit to obtaining any goal, dream, plan. Execution is all that matters to them. They don't care how they're going to have to do it, but they're going to make it work. That's the mindset they have, but then it's like, it's the execution that like makes me admire Earth signs. Because when they set out to do it, rain, hail, or snow, they show up and make it happen day in, day out with the goal in mind, day in, day out, day in, day out. Even if there's no results, years could go by, still holding on to the dream because they know that the plan, they've seen themselves winning. They saw themselves at the end of that goal, objective, plan, and they executed it, or they reaped some type of reward. And this is you reaping rewards of the result. These are the results. You're reaping great rewards for all the hard work you've put in all these years, and you swore at one point you didn't even think you were going to get any results in. Some part of you gave up because you didn't think you'd see this manifested into the physical. That is a lie. Your manifestations are here. Granted, it took longer than expected. Granted, you grinded it in, day out. Granted, you lost every version. You lost so much of yourself. You lost a great deal of yourself to get to where you are today. And it didn't turn out in the way you expected at all. That's the catch. The catch 22. You wanted something so bad because there was a version of you in the past that thought that by the time you got here, that version of you would still live out. The version of you that wanted this dream, that wanted these things, these goals, whatever, the things that you were in pursuit of back in the day, you thought that version of you would still be here today, and it really isn't. You got what you wanted, but it was at the cost of former versions of self to have to go. And that's what's killing you. It's like bittersweet. right? It's graduation day. Think of it that way, right? Let's see what else. I know, right? Who would have thought I would have fucking talked about this? I didn't expect this, but I feel like I meditated for like 15 minutes and it gave me what I needed to kind of like get the energy in to like relay this information. I don't even know how I'm doing this, you guys, because I don't know. I feel like it's God talking through me, like just relaying this to somebody here, because this is your reality. That's what's sad about this whole thing. It's like some part of you gave up on it, but I don't think it's I don't necessarily think it's that. You think you gave up on something and you could have. I think you gave up on it when you realized there was a version of yourself that wasn't going to come with you into this reality that you created for yourself, or this goal that you obtained. You didn't know that was a sacrifice. And I think you're still grieving that. So you got what you wanted, or you're on your way to getting what you wanted, but it was a heavy cost. The character you had to become to get to this stage of your life, it's a massive change. Massive. I mean, this is like, you're a whole different person now. This is how I know that whatever this dream was, this could have been like a decade-long dream. This dream could have taken you years to get to and accomplish, but you're at the 10. You got what you wanted, just not in the way you expected. But you did it. All that hard work and you made it to the end. We finally get to the 10 of Wands. Remember, last 2 months we were at the 8 and 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and we kept seeing it over and over. And I was getting fucking fed up because I didn't want to keep seeing the 9 of Wands. We got to the 10. Done. And then the world. Graduation day. What did I tell you? It's over. Your dreams have become realized. Are you happy? Is the question. Are you happy? Some of you guys in a couple of months, I would say by like March to April, I would say in April or May for sure, you're going to be in much lighter spirits than you are now. Because I think some of you guys are still grieving that version of you that doesn't get to come with you to enjoy these dreams that are now realized. So you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you're much older, much more experienced, and you may not feel hopeful now because you're grieving that part of you that you think doesn't get to come with you, but the inner child is still there. The inner child still gets to come, and it gets to hope again, and it gets to dream again. Because remember, once certain dreams become realized, now it's like you could look forward to the next 10 years of your life and the person you're going to become to be able to achieve those goals and dreams, right? I'm telling you, something is really over. Like, it's done. And you will never revisit this version of yourself again. That's why it took so long for you to say goodbye to it. But on the plus side, you get to meet the new version of yourself and you get to enjoy the rewards of it. The rewards is a more enhanced version of yourself, as well as the fruits of your labor than the physical, right? Some of you guys wanted to be independent, you became independent. Some of you guys wanted to make a good amount of money, you made a good amount of money. Some of you guys wanted to learn to love yourselves, you learned to love yourselves. Some of you guys wanted to leave certain people behind and again, think you can do it on your own, and you did. Some of you guys wanted a family, and you're about to have one. Some of you guys wanted to be at the top of your career or wanted to find something that was fulfilling. And so you left something behind that was not, and then now you have it. But it's like, again, you had to become the person you needed to be able to go face the fears of what you were comfortable in, and get through it to the other side so that you can be strong enough to go and leave everything behind and then go in the pursuit of something that is fulfilling. And you did it. And now you're looking at everything you left behind. What did I tell you? You're looking at everything you left behind, the fight, the battle of your life. This was the battle of your lives for some of you guys. Some of you guys just wanted to be happy again. And Lord and behold, you're actually going to have that. You're happier than you were before, is what I'm getting. Somebody went through years of training, maybe school, and now you're on the other side. It's graduation day, like I said. Yeah, whatever you you don't think it's over, but then you have a feeling inside. It's like you know it's over. And you're okay with that. Somebody's finally okay with accepting that you're done. Your dream is realized. It's time to start dreaming again and looking ahead. And that's why you were grieving. What's the 5 of Wands? Yeah. It's a result. It's a bittersweet moment is what I'm getting for somebody here. The Star again. Yeah, look. There you go. Your wish came true. Your wish is coming true. Everything the universe said you were going to have, you're getting. Are you ready? Because it's here. But as soon as you stop looking backwards and grieving and letting go, you'll be in the present moment and you'll see it. It's right here. It's in the physical. It has become actualized. There you go. Anything else? These pentacles, yeah, it's here. It's a new beginning. That's what you want. It's a new beginning. This is what you wanted. A new beginning. A fresh start. Somebody wanted a fresh start from something, and that's what you got. A new chance at life, rebirth. I'm getting rebirth. You were in the death process for a while, but you're in rebirth. You're shaping up for the next stage of your life. Ooh, ooh, baby, baby, baby. Yep. All right. That was for my, what was that sign? Earth. All right. I'm tired, y'all. I have one more sign to get through, so let's do it. Okay. Sorry, I'm in the present moment. It's really difficult. I'm like, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Ah. Eight of Pentacles for air signs. Hold on, let me timestamp before I forget. Ha ha. Oh. Oh. Holy shit, these cards fell, but look what came out. Holy shit. Holy shit, didn't see it. Hold on. Let me timestamp. Air, 54. Let's do 5425. 5420. 5420. All right. All these cards fell out of nowhere, and look what came out. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Swords. But you had the Eight of Pentacles. It came out like sideways, so I don't know if it came out in reverse or I don't know. This is you so occupied or preoccupied or working really hard. Focused, just you're focused. But that's what you don't see coming. It's like these 3 new aces are here for you. Y no los ves. No los ves. You don't see them coming. Is that the queen? Is that for us? The Queen of Cups? Let's see. Yeah, it's coming to you. Something is being, because this looks like the Ace of Cups. It's coming to you. It's coming to you. To you. I heard my own accent right now. That was terrible. What did you say? I didn't miss it. When are we having Libra reading? We're not having Libra reading. We're doing air signs. So this is like the Libra reading right now. This is your Libra reading right now. Okay? It's air signs. Yeah. It's like you're receiving this. You're not paying attention. Something's in your face. Like here, you're given something. I don't even think you see it. You're so focused. Working, distracting yourself. And there's something in front of you that's for you. It's an opportunity. What is this opportunity? What is this that's coming your way? Why is this over there? Give me a second, guys. Why is it there? What is this? Is this the Two of Wands? Why? I need clarification. I don't think I'm seeing it right now. Oh, there it was in the background. I was like, what is this? Somebody's gonna make you an offer here. You don't see it coming. It's like an opportunity for, what is this opportunity about? All I know is somebody's coming with an offer here. What is this opportunity about? Clarify. Or what is this? Like somebody's coming to give you a gift. They're going to give you something. What are they going to give you? Or present to you? They're presenting something to you. I feel like this is the Empress and the Emperor in a way. I know it's the Chariot, but this gives me a... I feel like you're on your way to see, like... I feel like somebody's... Like a perfect match. I see a perfect match. These are perfect match. Look at this. Yellow background, regal, in your energy. Both of you are sitting down. You're masters of your reality. It's like you don't see it coming. Somebody here is going to get presented with an opportunity, and it's like a person who's just like you. They're your mirror. This person's a mirror of you. All the qualities you have. Tell me more about what this is. I'm getting commitment. A solid commitment or a solid bond. Because it's the weight of gold. I'm getting gold. It's a solid bond. Somebody's offering you like loyalty, commitment, partnership, friendship. They're offering you all of that. Yeah, the Emperor and the Empress. Clarify this, please. I don't know what that is. It's like it's trying to show me. It keeps throwing cards. The symbolism is there. I just can't. I'm having a hard time understanding. What are you showing me? I don't understand why I cannot like decipher this. Clarify, sorry. Let me breathe. Clarify the reading for me, please. I'm tired, y'all. Yeah. The world is soft. It's like the universe is softening you to be more like, because you're so focused, you're so distracted, you're very like in your reality, but it's like the universe is saying like you have a real bond with somebody, or there's a bond that's going to form between you and somebody else that you didn't see coming. It's going to be hard for you to see this coming. I feel like you're not expecting it because you're overcoming some type of like thing that didn't work out. Or maybe you're looking at all your failed relationships, failed friendships, failed, like there's lack of trust or lack of belief. And you're working through that. You're overcoming that, which is why you don't see this shit coming. Because that's what you're working through. As well as you're keeping yourself distracted so you don't have to think about these things. But it's inevitable. You have to face like this wounding of failed relationships, failed friendships, failed partnerships, failed commitments. Yeah. You're gonna work together with someone here. You weren't anticipating this. This is just the opportunity. Do you want to work with this person? Do you see yourself learning with another person? There's a lot of lessons you're gonna learn with this person, but it's gonna be a long-term friendship, a long-term bond. It's going to expand you, your mind. It's gonna push you past your comfort zone. Are you ready? I feel like somebody was getting ready to give up on like friendships or some shit, or like, I don't know. Yeah, you got the Three of Cups in reverse. It's like some part of you gave up in the being able to build, or like maybe you were focused too much on it. You put too much emphasis on it. And now it's like, now that you don't care, it's like whatever. You let it go, and it's like, now you're ready for it. Now that it's not such an importance, or there's no codependence or dependence on having these relationships or partnerships, or it's like now that you don't rely on them or need them, that's when you can have something like this. Now you're ready for a real relationship that isn't codependent, or it's a true friendship, it's a true partnership, it's a chance for you to really, really be in a relationship that's or a partnership or a commitment that is not dependent on like, where you won't be heavily dependent on them or vice versa. And that relieves the stress of it, or that releases like fears and doubts about things not working out because there's no pressure. Is that making sense? Yeah, you give freely because you're ready. There's no expectations from this relationship or these bonds that you're building. There's no expectations, therefore, like, because you don't care. Like, yeah, you want to be in partnerships and friendships, but there's no, like, it's like it's not forced, or you're not dependent on them, or there's like no pressure. It's like you'll take it or you'll leave it, and you're okay with those type of friendships or relationships. There's something, it's something healthy about it here. I don't know how to explain it better than that. This is you being by yourself. It's like you were focused, working and shit. And then all of a sudden it's like you look up and you're like, oh my God, is this for me? Like, am I ready? Am I ready to put myself out there again? Am I ready to have a friendship like this, or a partnership like this, a relationship like this? And the sun's coming out and shit. Damn, I keep like messing up the cards and shit. I don't know. All right. Anything else? I feel like, I don't know. Let's look at a different deck. Yeah, because you're more balanced. Estás más balanced. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you don't need people, or you don't need a certain type of validation or acceptance. It's like you're doing it for yourself, but then it's like now you're attracting people that you probably would never be friends with, or that you would overlook. It's like you're starting to notice those people. There's certain people that you are ready to meet, because it's like you're giving those type of people a chance. And you're also in the right place for it, in the right space for this. It's like the universe is saying you're ready. This is why this is coming to you now. You might have not been ready before, but you're ready now. Yeah, you're more balanced, giving and receiving. You give as much as you receive, right? There's no codependence here. There's no need. And that's what makes it like, this is what you overcame, like some sort of codependence. So now it's like, because there's no expectations, there's no pressure, all of a sudden these are healthier relationships. These are healthier relationships. Or one relationship. There's a certain significant relationship that's going to stand some time here. I don't want to say to stand the test of time, but I feel like there's a real friendship that's going to be built with someone, and you didn't see this coming. And it's gonna challenge you in a way. It's gonna help you grow, but it's gonna challenge you in the love department, because maybe that's the one area where you lost the most faith. You always wanted to have certain relationships or partnerships, and because you never attained them or had them, any long-standing ones, it was hard for you to believe you would have it again. And this is the area that I think needs the most healing. And because you've done the healing, you're more balanced, you're more self-assured, you're ready. Okay? Did that make sense? All right, I think I'm gonna call it. Is there any questions, comments before we wrap up? I think we're wrapping up. I don't think there's anything else. I already relayed the message. This is going to come in. But it's going to be solidified. The opportunity is going to come in, but it's going to be solidified within the next week, by next week. Because I'm reading from Monday through Sunday. So yeah, towards next week. Somebody healed from something massive. They're healing from something massive. Or you could heal with someone together. There's a chance of healing your heart in the way that you needed to heal it, but you get to do it with somebody else, which is what makes your relationship that much more fantastic. You get to heal with someone in a way that you didn't think you would be able to experience something like this. Does that make sense? Like there's a certain type of healing that you get to do with somebody else, but it just wasn't in the way you anticipated it. You didn't see it coming, which is what's going to make it more precious. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. All right, that's all I have for you guys. Does anybody have any questions, comments that you wanted to drop in the chat? Maybe you have questions about the reading. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Whew, that was a nice hour, huh? I get tired, man. I can't channel like I used to. Like I used to channel for hours and shit when I didn't work that many hours, but now I work like almost 60 hours, over 60 when I do my readings and shit, like 60 hours a week now. Especially for the month of March, I will be working over 60 hours, so I'm gonna be so tired. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I'm gonna call it. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. You guys are the best. I hope this message finds you. Don't forget you could book readings with me. $20 readings for the month of February. Yeah, book with me. At JocelynLovely84@gmail. All of that information is in the description box below. Cash App, PayPal in the description box below. I love you. Take good care of yourselves. Good night.